Hello and welcome to OdysseusCraft, the Minecraft channel of me, Odysseus. I'm going to start off this channel with a little bit of an introduction, both of myself and how I start a new SSP game on Minecraft. So, I'm Odysseus. My real name is Steve, but I prefer Odysseus when I'm playing Minecraft, even though my username is Geronimo Jackson. And for those of you who get the reference of that, you get 5 points. I'm not really sure for what, but you get 5 points. I have been playing Minecraft since beta maybe 1.6, maybe a little bit earlier than that. My brother got me into it, and I love it. So I recently discovered the cheap and very easy way to record videos on my Mac without having to use extra software. QuickTime, as you can see up here at the top. For those of you who have Macs and want to record anything on your computer, really, you can do so with QuickTime Player. You just go to File, New Screen Recording, which obviously I can't do, or you can also do Shift-Command-N, and that will start your video recording. So anyway, as you can see, for those of you who are new to Minecraft, or for those of you who are just interested in watching people play Minecraft, obviously we've got the main screen here, so we're going to go ahead and log in. Might take a couple moments, and I'm not going to update, only because my server, or the server that I play on rather, has not upgraded to 1.2.4 yet. So I'm currently waiting on them to update, and I like to be able to play on the server, so I'm not going to do it. No big deal. Alright, so we're going to get started here, and I'm just going to show you guys the basics of the beginning of my Minecraft game. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you here. Choose your texture pack. Obviously, I use Mesa 64x64. It's a realistic HD text pack. For those of you who do use Macs, you do need to use MC Patcher, which is a free download on the forums. I'm not really sure if you can use something else with Windows, but as far as I know, MC Patcher is what works for Mac. So we're going to use that. We're going to go ahead into single player here, and we'll go ahead and create a new world. And we're going to call this one Ithaca. And if any of you know anything about Greek mythology, Odysseus was the king of Ithaca. And then we're going to make the seed Odysseus, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to keep structures on. We're going to go with the default world type. So we're done with that. And we're going to create the world here. This computer is kind of on its last legs. It's got a hard drive issue. I had a shelf fall on it last year, and it tumbled off my desk. So ever since then, it's been a little bit finicky. And I'm really not up for recording on my laptop. So we'll go with this. So it's going to be a little laggy here. I'm going to go ahead and change my options around. Hopefully make it a little bit less laggy here. Let's render distance. We'll stick with a balanced performance. We're going to go ahead and we've got particles decrease. We're going to go ahead and turn clouds off just for this video here. And we'll go ahead and turn the graphics down as well. Because this is just a tutorial, but now we're not lagging as much. So the first thing I do when I get into a Minecraft game is obviously wood. And it always confused me how you can punch a tree and get a perfect wooden block section out of it, but we're not going to talk the physics of Minecraft because it would take days to decipher. Basically this is the first thing that I do is I get myself a couple full trees. This one, it looks like this one's probably a merged tree, a mutant, or as I call them. So we're going to tear it down a little bit. I like to get at least 16 pieces of tree, so that way I have at least 64 planks, because as most of you probably know, planks are used for pretty much everything. Your sticks for your torches and your handles, and so on. So we'll go ahead and grab this other birch tree here. Oh, there's a pig rolling around. That's good. That's a good sign that we got a good seed here. I think I might actually start making these videos on my laptop just because the graphics card is way better. And there's no hard drive issues that's going to make it lag. So that way we can kind of go into creative mode and fly around, and I can show you guys the seeds that I generate. And I will be taking requests to generate and demonstrate new seeds. So if you guys do have any seeds that you'd like to see, go ahead and leave a comment or even a video response. Oh, look, there's a pig in a tree. Liar, liar, pig in a tree. We're going to go ahead and bring him down. And I'm going to grab me some pork. I don't obviously have a sword yet, so it's going to be a little bit of a chase. They made them quite damage resistant until you have a sword. And there's another pig in a tree, but I'm going to go ahead and leave him alone. So basically, I have my wood now, and I'm going to go ahead and turn them all into planks. And for those of you who don't know, when you put it in your 4x4, if you shift and click, it'll automatically bring it into your inventory. And then I'm going to go ahead and make myself some sticks. Just a few for right now. Grab 12 sticks and a crafting bench, which is a 4-block square of wooden planks, because those are kind of the necessities for right now. So the first and foremost thing you want to do is shape up your terrain a little bit. If you're me and you worry about aesthetics in the game as much as the gameplay, I got some seeds there as well. I like to mess with the aesthetics a little bit to kind of make it feel a little bit more like it's my creation and like I'm not just going with, you know, what everybody else does. So that's just the way that I am. You guys can, it's your game, you can play however you like. So the first thing I do, first and foremost here, is I start by building a really basic structure. Now, obviously the structure is necessary for more than just having a house. The structure is necessary for protection, because for those of you who play Minecraft regularly, you know about the creatures in the game. It does not have to be an overly fancy structure. All you have to do is make yourself a wooden house. And I was hoping some apples would fall, but I have very bad luck with apples. I have very bad luck with wood as well, especially on a laggy game. But what are you going to do for your first Minecraft video? So we're going to go ahead and finish up the structure. It's only going to be a 2-high structure with the third block being the roof, mainly because I'm feeling exceptionally lazy today. Shouldn't really for my first video, but that's okay. I've got a couple 10-hour days ahead of me, so I'm feeling very lazy on my last day off. I've been off for the past 6 days. Alright, so we got some more wood here. Wood is one of your most vital resources in the beginning of the game, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to finish up the house here. And I'm going to leave a small skylight in just until I get some coal for torches, which is probably not a good idea to do that, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and start laying down the floor, and again, for those of you who don't know, if you do not lay down a floor, what will ultimately happen is mobs will spawn in your house. And when you go to sleep to end the day, the mobs will start attacking you, and if you don't have your sword at the ready, it just becomes a very large hassle. So we're going to go ahead and get some more wood now that I have an axe. I know I play a little bit different than other people. I know other people go straight for, you know, finding stone and everything, but I like to kind of establish a little bit of a home base before, you know, before I start going for finding stone and things of that nature. Well, we'll go ahead and grab this last one right here. That should be plenty for the floor, and I gotta make a door, obviously. We don't want little critters getting in my house. Now, obviously, like I said, your house doesn't have to be anything spectacular, but if you want it to be, I do encourage the creativity, honestly. That's why the game is there. That's why the game is here. It's Legos for grown-ups and for little kids as well. So I know people that play Minecraft. I kind of placed that in the wrong spot there. I know people that play Minecraft all the way from age, you know, 7 or 8 to the 50s. So Now, it does seem like I'm kind of cursed. It does seem like the sun's going to be setting here very shortly, which means I'm going to have to roam around in the dark just to find some coal. And lastly, we're going to go ahead and create the door, which if you don't know how to create a door, it is a vertical 2x3 block, and that creates your door. And we're going to go ahead and slap this on the house. So there you go. A very basic home base for you to start finding things. Now I could have sworn we saw some stone back here. Okay, so here's some stone, and where there's stone, there's bound to be coal. That's something that I figured out from playing quite a bit of Minecraft with, when my internet's out, especially. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a wooden pickaxe here, just to get the ball rolling. And then we'll come back and make a stone pickaxe after a little bit here. So always close your door. You don't want little critters getting into your house, like I said. I know I've come to a couple surprises of seeing a spider or even a skeleton in my house. And I don't have any weapons, so that is something that I don't recommend. I don't recommend going exploring or spelunking, if you want to call it that, without a weapon. The wooden swords are kind of useless. They're just basically baseball bats. So go ahead and grab yourself some stone here. I don't really like to disturb the water much, just because it goes everywhere, and that's the other thing about Minecraft physics that really perturbs me, is I don't understand the water physics, and I'm just now learning the way that water behaves in the game, so that way I'm able to use it to my advantage, but at the same time it's kind of a pain in the ass. So now I will try to keep this channel as SFW, or safe for work, as possible, and I guess you could say kid friendly. So I'm going to try not to MF this, MF that every 5 seconds. So if I've got some youngsters watching, no need to worry. I want to make a reputable channel. So I got some stone to get started here. It does look like the sun's kind of going down. I was hoping to find some coal. Doesn't look like I'm going to have any luck with that unless I can find another little stone quarry area, which I'm sure there is, judging by the way this biome is set up. And for those of you who don't know, a biome is the type of world that you generate in this game. For instance, this looks like it would be a forest and snow biome, because here's some snow. So I gotta remember that I'm going directly away from my house. So I gotta remember where my house is. It's back there. So I'm gonna grab some stone from up here as well. Maybe I'll find some coal behind it. It's the only thing about these random seeds that drive me crazy is it's really hard to determine where things are. In a map that contains areas like this, stone inside of a mountain, I would actually hollow out this little area here and make this into my house. But I'm actually going to not do that here. And there's something that my brother taught me a while back that we might do to get some charcoal, which is different than coal. It burns a little faster in the ovens, or the furnaces, if you want to call them that. It burns a little bit faster than standard coal, and it does waste other resources to get, but in a situation like this, it's almost necessary. I don't really need to kill that pig at the moment here. So we're just going to sprint back to the house and start moving it along. Now let's see if I remember how to do the charcoal here. Now there is an awesome resource on the internet that you guys can use if you don't know how to create something or you're trying to figure something out. You can use the Minecraft Wiki. The Minecraft Wiki will pretty much tell you how to do anything you want to do. I need a couple more trees. Not a good idea to go out in the dark because there's creatures. If we need to, we can put it on peaceful, but I'd rather not because I want to show you guys what an actual survival game is like. The nice thing about typing in seeds as I did, I typed in Odysseus as my seed. The nice thing about typing in a random seed is you don't know what chunks that seed is going to generate. There are some people who have the theory that the different chunks generate different specific world types, but I beg to differ because I've tried them multiple times and it just does not work. I think it goes by the letters that you enter, corresponds with a different type of chunk, and where that chunk is placed is random. So now let's see if I remember how to do this. Ah, there we go. So we're burning wooden planks to turn this wood into charcoal. As you can see there. Now, as you can see, wooden planks burn very quickly. That's why I put a large amount of them in the furnace. But I'm only going to make a couple pieces of charcoal to get started. I'm going to enjoy a couple gummy worms here while we wait. It is a little bit of a slow process, but that's part of the game, is waiting. So, yeah, as you can see, I'm going through the wooden planks quite quickly. Not really a big deal for me, because I really don't need the wood anymore. So while we wait, I'm going to go ahead and escape out of that. I don't see anything coming, so we're going to go ahead and put a cap on the roof. I'm going to need a couple planks. All that finishes up there. And we're going to go ahead and make some tools. Always upgrade when you can. If you find iron and you're able to cook the iron and get your iron bars, definitely make iron tools. They last a lot longer than stone. I really don't need much. Definitely need a sword. I'm out of sticks, so we're going to need to make some more sticks here in a second. Once resources become plentiful, it's okay to kind of, over-make things like planks and sticks. It's no big deal. Okay, so we've got 10 pieces of charcoal. I'm going to let those last 4 burn down. So let's go ahead and organize your inventory. Inventory is a little bit of a personal preference. I am quite picky about the way my inventory is set up. Just because I like to have things at the ready. For instance, I'm not going to need the wooden tools anymore, so we'll go ahead and put the stone tools down. And then I'm going to go ahead and cook this pork as well while the wood is chilling in the furnace there. So that was all finished. So we'll go ahead and cook up the pork because we're four hunger symbols down. I don't see any creatures. Usually about now you hear zombies or skeletons clanking around. So let's check the options. And we are on normal, so we're not on peaceful, and there should be something roaming around the countryside here. I do see a sheep, which is good, but the downside is we don't have any iron. So it's going to be kind of difficult to get the wool that we need for a bed. I see a couple of them. We got one. I will need a couple more. And as you can see, alright, we got one more. And I hear another sheep. So it looks like we are going to get enough for a bed here. Excellent. Foraging for supplies is part of Minecraft. I love the survival aspect of it. And I love the way in my texture pack the sword looks. The stone sword. It looks very primitive, if you will. I'm kind of doing that a little bit wrong there. So we're going to go ahead and make some torches. 36 should be good. We're going to go ahead and hang on to some coal and sticks for now. And we're going to place the torches. Well, you definitely want to light up your area inside your house to keep mobs from spawning. And another thing is keep your bed away from walls. And to make a bed, it is 3 planks on the bottom, going horizontally, and 3 planks of, or 3 blocks of wool on top, and you have yourself a bed. And my bed texture pack here happens to look like a creeper. I've heard tell also, don't put your bed up against a wall over here, because I guess it can happen to spawn. So we're going to go ahead and sleep and start over the day. So excellent. We made it through our first day in Minecraft, and that's how you get started. So as a little bit of an advanced option, you can always continue to move away from your house and take the resources that you have with you. That's completely up to you. I already cooked that pork and I forgot to grab it. And as you guys can see, my texture pack, or my skin is Odysseus, King Odysseus young. That's before he aged, obviously. And once your health gets there, once your hunger gets down to 3 bars left, you do need to eat, or you cannot sprint. So I'm going to grab both of that pork and those planks. And it's chow time. So I showed you guys how to make tools. I showed you guys how to make a basic house, how to find the resources that you need to get started. And like I said, you can move around as much as you want. You can explore. I mean, the entire world is your own. You don't have to worry about griefers, except for creepers, that is. And you know, explore. Make the world your own. Build epic things. Here's a little bit of a fun tutorial here. Cows are very important. We're going to go ahead and grab some meat while we can. Cows are very, very important, especially for a beginning game, because cows give both steak and leather, and steak gives you the most amount of hearts, or the most amount of hunger bars. So we gathered some meat, we got a couple pieces of leather. I see there's a lot of pigs over here. I wish I had fence to make myself a little farm, but we got a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some more leather from these cows. And if you're a hippie like me, you want to thank the cows for what they give you, that's perfectly fine too. I love cows. Cows are my favorite animal, IRL. I just think they're awesome animals. So yeah, we can still see my house even with my my lowered graphics.